Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to another benchmarking with Phoenix for this week's Weekly Brawl, and it looks like we actually have 4 Brawl modifiers this week, and that is absolutely insane. Wow, I need to take all this stuff in first. Looks like we have a Dehaka hero. We also have a Tychus hero. And I got lucky, I got Boswell. We also have a Replicator Matrix. Oh my god, so we can get Hybrid as well. Oh my goodness, this week's Brawl is insane. It's jam-packed with literally everything. We got Devour, I'm gonna get this, Regeneration. So we have Aura, we have Mercenaries, and we have Heaven's Devils, LIZZY Brigade. Oh my god, okay. So, I guess 2 of these aren't really modifiers, I guess, like just having a Tychus hero and a Dehaka hero. But having this, the Replicator Matrix, that's very powerful with the Hybrid. I want to make sure that I don't overcommit on charging up the Hybrid, though. I tend to do that. And we also have Aura, so I don't even know what I'm against, because the enemy just sent out a Tychus, and that's it. Wow, this week's Brawl is crazy. This week's Brawl is crazy. Oh my god. Is this going to be like... I don't even know what I'm going to call this. Maybe I'll just call this, the Heroes of the Storm Brawl. Nah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure I will. Let's just get Caldalis over here real quick. I don't even know how I'm going to rank everything on the tier list this week, because... Oh my god, this is going to be a crazy week. This is going to be a crazy week, guys. It's going to be absolutely insane. Holy. Well, let's see. It looks like... Well, it looks like I'm against another Tychus, because there's 2 Tychuses here, and he just had 1, so... Oh my god. Guys, I'm just in awe, guys. I'm just in awe, guys. I don't know how I'm supposed to handle this. Okay, well, at least I have a Boswell here to help me out. So if I'm against Tychus, I probably need to go Immortals, which means I need to go Tier 2. And should I get... Fire's probably not that good against Tychus anyways. I could probably just get Life. Yeah, I could probably get Life. Let's just go Life. Life is not too bad. It'll make my Legionaries tankier, it'll make my Immortals tankier, just all around good stuff. Oh my goodness. This week is going to be so complex. It's actually going to be really complex to, like, rate everything, and it's all going to... You have to, like... There's going to be so much more strategy around this week. Oh my god. Like, the possibilities seem infinite and endless this week. I don't even know how I'm going to rank the tier list, to be honest. Okay, well, let's just play this out and let's see what happens. They have a Gary. That is an issue. They also have a Sam. So Sam takes care of Dehaka nicely. And so maybe, I think, maybe just Tychus this week is going to be pretty good. God. Well, I have a bunch of Immortals out here now. And I'm probably going to need Phoenix as well with the Solarite Dragoon mode, I think. Okay, so I feel like, okay, so here's how this week's probably going to roll down. It's probably either going to be the game ends in like the first 10 minutes, or the game is going to drag on to like 30 minutes. So it's going to be one or the other, and based on how well you make your decisions, we will see what happens. However, if you do want to get to the late game, you are going to have to pick a tanky commander, or not tanky, like a commander that can do well in the early game. I think, honestly, Dehaka is going to do pretty well, because you get twice the Dehaka. I think Tychus will do decently, because every time Tychus starts with an extra Tychus unit, he always does pretty well. And Dehaka here can upgrade himself. Can I get another point in Devour? I should, but there's nothing to Devour here, so I might just have wasted all my Devours. I have a bunch of Immortals here. They should be doing not good enough, is the answer. And I really have nothing to counter these Adepts up here. Oh, double Tychus is actually going to burn through my Immortals here very quickly. And I'm going to need a Conservator. This week's going to be crazy. Whew. Alright. Damn, okay. Maybe I should just save. I should just save for Phoenix in his Praetor suit. I'm gonna save for Solar Dragoon Phoenix. We need as much help as we can get. Phoenix can help me take care of Gary up here. That's like flying up here in the Science Vessel that my allies currently have not been able to take care of, and it's causing me quite a bit of trouble. And it's a Super Gary coming out. Jesus, that's crazy. Okay. This week is gonna be hectic. Let me tell you that. It's definitely an exciting week. Definitely a great change of pace from last week. Last week's Brawl modifiers were just okay. They were just okay. They're acceptable. I didn't quite like them as much because the No Secrets is just, it's just kind of, I don't know, Insight doesn't really do anything for you besides tell you that there's nothing there. My wave is doing absolutely nothing against this wave here, and oh, that's so painful to see. I think I need Talus here with the debilitation system. I need a bunch of different things here. Talus. That thing is gonna go down real quick. There we go, it just went down. It's a big struggle. I want to make sure everything's not too grouped up, because I think Tychus is just bombing everything with his grenade. So maybe I should just space it out over here. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. OCD placement. OCD placement. It's gonna cost me the game. That's our Nexus going down. Taking some damage here. Oh. Alright, I got the debilitation system here. I haven't even had time to get money for hybrid. Like, the hybrid are... Oh my god. There's just so much going on this week. It's absolutely insane. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to get some tempo hybrid out here just because I need money. The tempo hybrid at least will help me out a little bit. But, oh my god. Okay, Tychus here just has a bunch of tier 1 hybrid destroyers. I think there's definitely no time to be greedy to upgrading the power level of this thing. I made a mistake there going straight for it, because that's what I usually do. But I guess habits die hard, and I think we're just gonna lose this game right here. So I guess I was accurate on my call saying that this week is either gonna end with another 10 minutes or it's gonna take forever. That kind of felt unsatisfying. My wave definitely did not perform at all. I only did 13k, that wasn't too bad. This Stepman here was just doing horrible things, and so was Tychus over here. Artanis didn't really do too much. It wasn't really noticeable. Oh, that's why. He had his heroes in the back. Okay. We had a Stepman of our own. Stepman is going to be so tough to play this week because he needs tier 3 in order to get access to his thick boys. MERCS is similarly going to be a little hard without tier 3, I think. I think Aegis Guards might be able to cut it though, because they whip out a lot of damage. I didn't do too much to them. Okay, so let's just play another round because that was really quick, and then after that we'll go on to the tier list. Alright, and we're back. So I think I figured it out now, guys. Oh, we got a Sam. That's very lucky of us, because we can micro Sam's bomb, demo charge onto our opponent's Dehaka. I might just get this right now. Let's see. Mobius Restraint, Lars Core Demo. I know that was very expensive, and I just dumped all my cash in there, but I think it'll be worth it. So let's just go with this and this. So I think I got it. So what I gotta do is I just gotta wait for my opponent's wave to spawn. Oh god, I need to make sure Sam doesn't auto-cast this. Is that even possible? Here, just put on that. There we go. There we go, Sam. Just put on that. Maybe I should put it on Blaze. Okay, so he has a Blaze. So if he has a Blaze, I'm not gonna bother with getting... I'm not gonna even bother with Legionaries, because Blaze is just gonna incinerate them. So I think what we can do is we can not put anything out on our first wave, but on our second wave we can put something out here. And I don't even know how I'm gonna make use of the hybrid here, to be honest. I'm probably gonna have to use them just for tempo, honestly. I don't think we'll be able to use them for the late game potential that is seemingly teased by them being here. I doubt the late game potential will ever be able to see that. So let's just actually get an assimilator here. I still haven't gassed up yet. And let's see, Earth, Shadow, or Life? I could go with Life again, or I could go with Earth. Looks like I'm against a bunch of Nova Marines. Alright then, Dehaka, can you do this? And okay, there we go. Against Nova Marines, Booty Baron, yeah, he has a bunch of Nova Marines. Against Nova Marines, I actually want Legionaries, but Blaze is going to counter me quite hard. And Immortals aren't going to do too well with Nova Marines, but actually Adepts will do well. Adepts will do well, and Adepts with Shadow, I think? I have to do Adepts. I have to do Adepts. It has to be Adepts. Let's go. So we sort of stalled for one wave, but we can't stall for any waves absolutely at all, because there's just so many units on the field. I'm just going to put this out here as well. Alright, there we go. I want to put down as many Adepts as possible. We need to be able to secure that front line ASAP. Please don't auto-cast this, thank you. Please don't auto-cast this, thank you. And then just put that on there. There we go. This week's going to be insane. Okay, I have a bunch of Adepts here. I got the side projection. I think the Adepts should be able to counter the Marines, because the Adepts will do bonus against Light. Yes, they don't have the same range as the Marines, but they will be able to chop through them. Like, yeah, there we go. So Adepts are going to chop through the Marines nicely. Okay, so I need to make sure I upgrade my Dehaka back home over here. Dehaka, please get another point in Devour. And I was actually able to push through that way. Okay, that's good. That's good, that's good. So, okay, well, I went tier 2 aggressively because I thought I would need Immortals. I think I still do need Immortals at the end of the day. Let's get Talus over here. And I think all I'm going to do is get Hybrid Destroyer. Actually, no, Hybrid Reavers, which is like the best tempo pick here. Because they give the most minerals per energy spent using them. Also, by the way, guys, if you guys are new here to my channel and you guys enjoy Dark Strike content, if you've managed to watch this far, right, into the second game after that rather embarrassing loss in the first game, consider dropping a sub if you guys enjoy this type of stuff, because I make these videos every single day of the week. There we go. And by the way, I'm almost at 400 subs, so if you guys can pop on over and get me there, that would be amazing, because I'm going to have another 400 subs live stream as soon as we get there. And that means you guys get the chance to play with me, and yeah, we're gonna play a lot of games together. I've done like 3 of these live streams already. I've thoroughly enjoyed every single one of them. So yeah, bam! I hope that wasn't too long. We actually just burned through the Cigar wave because most of them were Zerglings, and my Adepts actually, with the increased attack speed, was actually not too bad. It's not too bad actually. It's like 1.4 attacks per second. Not 1.4. Every 1.4 seconds they drop an attack. Okay, so I want to put down some more Adepts here, but I think I'm going to start considering transitioning to Immortals here, and then possibly as well transitioning into Solarite Dragoon Phoenix. I think that's what I might do. Let's get the Debilitation system here. That should help us out nicely, and I probably want a Conservator or 2 very soon. So, can you put this on Dehaka? I probably should have put on Blaze, because Blaze is not taking aggro right now. The Immortals should help us kill Blaze, but, ooh, my front line just disappeared. So I have a nice front line here in terms of Dehaka, but I should probably start supplementing it with some Legionaries, actually. Yes. Maybe I'll supplement it with Praetor Phoenix, because I think Praetor Phoenix is not too bad when he comes to dealing with Marines. But I'll put down some Legionaries here. Let's get a Leap. Let's get Leap here. We're slowly getting pushed back in here, but this round seems a little less brutal, probably because we're not facing Tychus. Tychus absolutely hammers me as Phoenix, and it doesn't get any better. Ooh, there is a Dehaka though, and that's going to be a little tough to deal with because there's 2 of them. Good thing I got Sam, I got pretty lucky. I guess this week does depend a little bit on RNG. There's a Cigar. I think any hero who can put down hero units is going to be pretty good because you just have more hero units this week. So I'm just going to disable Nova over here. There we go. Nova's in the back. She's not going to actually like take any aggro until like a long time into the game. So there we go. I think we are in a safe enough spot that we can probably gas, because I'm actually beating Nova's wave quite handily here. It's Cigar's wave that is going to give me some trouble. My Adepts are actually doing quite a good job of tanking all those Banelings, so that's surprising. That's surprising. So let's put that down over here. I'm just going to put down one of these Hybrid Reavers here, because I need the money, quite frankly. It's just going to be a fight to stabilize, and if you can get to the late game, well, you know, you'll cross that bridge when you get there, right? Right now, we don't need to cross that bridge yet. Right now, we've got to secure the early game. And then after, well, either you win, or you make it to the late game, and you get to do a nice little build. And by the looks of it, we are probably going to be the ones who are winning this week. I mean, on this round. But yeah, this week's Brawl, I think it has a lot of potential, but it's so one-sided. Like, look at how one-sided it looks. There's so much going on. I think this week's Brawl, there's just too much going on. I mean, I guess Aura is hardly really a modifier. It does something, right? But like the fact that you have the Tychus hero unit, the Dehaka hero unit, and the ability to spawn hybrid is just a little overwhelming. And you slap an Aura on top of that. It's nuts. So my wave actually just completely obliterated everything. Wow, I guess those Adepts were a great call against this Nova line. Nova tried to get some siege tanks out. Oh, Nova didn't reposition her units. That's probably why. Or maybe she just put them in the back on purpose. I don't know. But Nova's wave, probably, if she went DFG, that probably would have been a better way to go about Nova's wave. I think any commander that needs to go tier 3 is going to have a hard time this week. Any commander who's strong tier 1 and 2 is going to be pretty good. So, enough of this talking. Actually, let's have a look at the units count. Wow, double mineral value. That is insane. That is actually insane. You know what? It's probably because I got Sam. Honestly, I was super lucky. But anyways, let's move on to the tier list, and let's have a little chat about that. Bam! Alright, and we're back. So let's just jump into it. As per usual, we're going to go over auras, overall strategy, command rankings. If you guys have decided just to skip straight forward to the tier list, be sure to like and subscribe. Let's get right to it. So we got 4 auras this week, different from the normal week, which is usually just 3. So we have Aura, pick a powerful buff for your units. Then we have MERCS, gain access to 3 tiers of powerful one-time use hybrid. And then we have Heaven's Devil, you gain a random Tychus hero unit. And then you have LIZZY Brigade, you start with a Dehaka hero unit. So these are very straightforward auras this week. So there's not really much to talk about in terms of the auras themselves. What we do have something to talk about is the overall strategy. So I think this week, you're probably going to see a lot of games that are going to end between like the 8-minute mark and like at most 12-minute mark. So the games are going to be fast. You want to pick a commander who has a strong tier 1 and tier 2 and who can sit comfortably on tier 1 or tier 2 for a long time and still do well and not drop off, right? Aim to secure mid control ASAP. You're playing a tempo game. Don't be greedy, because if you try to be greedy and you like tech up and everything and max out your hybrid thing, you're probably going to look at a 5-minute game. You're going to lose in 5 minutes because there's too many things on the field at the same time that if one of your opponents puts down more units than you, they're going to swing the favor massively and they're just going to crush you. So this week you have to stay on the ball. You have to try and close out the game early. And if the game doesn't close out early, excellent. Now you get to build a late game build, and that's a lot of fun, right? But once you get to the late game, right, that's just decision making. But staying in the early game, pushing for tempo, that's the most critical part, and I think that's probably what's going to net you most of the wins this week, rather than, I guess, like whatever crazy build you might be going. So here is the tier list. So I've actually decided to rename like the sort of SABC tiers to call them Supreme Tier. So in Supreme Tier, we have Tychus. Obviously, Tychus starting with an extra Tychus unit. No-brainer. Going to be automatically very strong. Tychus also has a very strong early game. And you amplify the fact that he has access to hybrid now, which gives him more minerals. And you amplify that fact with the aura and the fact that he has an extra Dehaka to start with. Bam! All right. Are already going to be really strong. S tier next after is Dehaka in the Supreme Tier as well. Needless to say, 2 Dehakas, right? Pretty good. Dehaka can go Impalers to counter enemy Dehaka as well as enemy Tychus that is going to be there. His Tier 1 with the small Dehaka is actually quite good still. You can go for like a Roach Hydra line with some Impalers mixed in there. I think that would be a decent comp. And next we have Artanis, I think, who's also going to be Supreme, because I think Artanis has a very decent comp if you go Dragoon Immortal. The Dragoon Immortal comp is very durable, very tanky, and can handle the Tychus and Dehaka plus whatever your opponent is doing. So I think Artanis with that build is going to do decently into basically most things. So if you just go blind with Artanis, I think it'll be fine. Next, in the Ace tier, we have Han and Horner. Here, I'm thinking Han and Horner, if you go a grenade card build, where you just go, just grenade cards, so Hellbats and Hellions, I think that build should perform decently well. If you get the tar bombs, it'll CC the hero units, so they have to walk up and walk up and walk up. They'll be taking damage. Right. That being said, though, if your opponent is building some other things, that might factor in. That might change the game up completely. Right. So there's a lot of, as I said, there's a lot of unknown factors this week, and you have to play it by ear, really. And Nova, Ace tier as well. All I'm thinking of is her Marauders with Magriel munitions. You just walk in there, boom, delete one of the heroes, or just bring them down, and then keep shooting. And then later on, Liberators. Obviously, that's tier 3, so that might be a little harder to get. But I'm thinking Marauder Commando, Liberators. That's probably the Nova build for this week. As in, like, just like the framework that you should keep in mind. And I think Rainer is going to be decently good too, but this is a Death Fleet Rainer. So I'm thinking Banshees will be really good here because the Dehaka can't really hit up until like level 10, and by that time the game is probably already over. And just getting a bunch of Banshees and asserting air dominance with Rainer is probably going to be your best bet this week. So next we have your Blackguard tier. So Blackguards, I think they do okay, but there are other commanders that could do better, and they might be struggling here and there. For example, for Stukov, while his tier 1 is quite strong, he gets completely dumpstered. Like his bunkers get completely like destroyed by most of what Tychus has to offer. Like especially if Tychus has Blaze, for example. And Dehaka is quite durable, so it's gonna take a long time for him to get through it. So he has to get to tier 2, and he has to probably go like Diamondbacks or his own Banshees maybe. And I think that will probably help him along. But it's like a 50-50. It's not the strongest thing you can get. And I think same thing for Manx here. Although Manx, I think with Aegis Guards might be useful, but it's just like Manx takes a lot of time to scale. And that's one of the weaknesses. You don't have a lot of time this week. You just have to go, you just have to push it, right? In the Captain tier, I actually have a few of the commanders who can build heroes. So for example, Kerrigan, Zagara, and Alarak. I think because Kerrigan needs access to, say, Broodlords in order to really contest Tychus. And most of her other units, maybe I'm underestimating her significantly, right? But I think like having Kerrigan out is going to be quite strong, so don't count her out of the fight. But I don't know how well she's going to deal with having her Hydras roasted by like Dehaka, and if your opponent has a Tychus hero unit, your units are just gonna get grenaded and blown to pieces really quickly. And Kerrigan really does not like AoE, and her best units are in tier 3. Like her best units to deal with AoE are in tier 3, which is gonna be tough to get to. Zagara, same idea. You want to be getting Aberrations, Hunter Killers. Those are gated at tier 3. It's gonna be a struggle to get there. Alarak, I think while he's okay, you can't really get the anti-Tychus and anti-Dehaka units until you hit tier 3, and that's a lot of commitment. You could probably go for a Slayer build and try to pull the game out, and that might cause you to win the game later on. Maybe, maybe not. That being said, he is very good against armor, so he should be able to handle the hybrids decently, right? But Captain tier, Dark Horse tier, we have Stepman and we have Swan. So Stepman is here in the Dark Horse tier because I think most of Stepman's best answers for this week's units are going to be his Ultralisks and Gary, coupled with his Banelings. Now, however, starting with Banelings this week is not going to net you as much gain, because your Banelings are just going to blow up on those heroes and not kill them, right? Maybe like the first Stepman we saw in the first game, you could just rush Super Gary, but that was just suicidal. Against like a more aggressive player, he probably might lose. Right, so I think Stepman's gonna have a hard time just staying in the game because most of his units are very expensive. But if he does stay in the game, I think hands down he can absolutely just demolish it. Swan, I think he might only succeed if he goes for a Cyclone Hellbat build, because Cyclones do ridiculous DPS. Hellbats, tank, and then Science Vessels mix in there. I think that might be the only build he can do reliably to succeed. But yeah, so make sure you guys let me know what you guys think about this week's Brawl, my comments on it. I sort of talked a little bit more this time than usual, but be sure to leave a like if you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I want to hear your guys' thoughts about it. If there's anything you guys missed, especially Resilence, I'm looking out for some cool comments that you might have, because you've always had some really nice, insightful suggestions. So maybe you have something that I might have missed this week. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later.